What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are sitting down and playing with some makeup. This is gonna be like kind of spooky season, but kind of glam. Like you could wear this to a party. I feel like that's been the theme of my Spooktober series. And if you want to see me just kind of transform into like an avant-garde Halloween queen, then just keep on watching. So we're gonna start with a little brow cover. I've been really into doing that lately. I feel like it just elevates a look to just this extra plain. It's like you could go and have, you know, a normal cute brow, but you could also take it there and just be like, what brow? Who? We don't know her. And we're actually gonna do this brow because she's a little bit janky on the side right here, so she doesn't deserve to be seen. And if you're trying to do this on yourself, I would recommend the big fat Elmer's glue stick because you can really coat those brows. And you want to go against the grain. I know this looks like a mess, but we have to get it under all the hairs. And we really don't want anything to budge. Now you can buy one of these little spoolie thingies and they're really not that expensive. And this is what I personally use to get my brows really laid. And you want to keep it pretty flat against the skin and start brushing them up. And then for me, I go down with these because they just lay a little bit better. Now we're going to take a little makeup removal wipe and we're just going to go underneath and kind of on the sides, because the glue will bunch up and it's not gonna look very smooth whenever you're putting makeup on top. And we're gonna let her kind of dry down before we put the glue, just so that it's a really seamless base. And I like to keep brushing them to see how tacky they are or not. And they're feeling pretty dry, so we can go in with our first layer of powder. I really like the Maybelline Fit Me powders for this. I feel like they just do a really good job at coating the brows. And they already have pigment to them, so it helps cover the hairs too. And you don't want to be stingy with the powder. You really want to lay that hoe on. And I personally like to go in with a really light shade, just so that we can start kind of canceling out those bluish dark tones of the brows. A lot of people color correct over them too, but I think if you're using enough layers of glue and powder, you don't really need to. And I have super dark brows, and we're just really pressing it in there and not like rubbing it around, because we don't want to disturb that cute little base that we have going on. So now with a big fluffy brush, I'm just gonna lightly wipe this away. Again, nothing too hard. We don't want to disturb our little brows. Now this is when we go in for layer 2. And we just go straight over what we put down. And this is really going to help meld that first layer of powder in. And you're going to have like such a snatched flat surface that you're really only going to see very, very slight texture if you're doing it correctly. And we are going to start covering her up. I would suggest a very full coverage concealer for this. So I'm going to take some Tarte Shapey Tapey. And we're packing it on thick, mama. So this is a really cute look. I might just shave off one brow and say screw it. Now we're going to take another Fit Me powder. This is a bit darker of a shade. And we're just going to set that concealer. So now that she's covered, we're going to prime. I'm going to use some of the eye primer. That was way too much. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh god. It's about to go in my eye. Ah! Wow, that was a close one. We almost went blind. It's all good. It's all in the name of makeup, right? Now, this pic of Jeffrey was my inspo. This is not the most flattering picture, but I really liked how he had the brow. Well, he has no brows, but I like how it goes up and over, so that's kind of what we're going for. So I'm going to use the Morphe Dare to Create palette initially, and I want to use this transition shade right here first. I'm also going to dip into the 35M Boss Mood, and I'm going to kind of pack that over this outer corner. Now we're going to dip into this bright orange shade, and this is kind of a harder area to work with because you have texture there. That's why doing multiple layers of glue and powder is good. I only did 2 layers of powder, but if you really want to lock them down even more, I would suggest like 4. I'm going to take this color right here, and we're going to use that to further blend. We have like all the Morphe palettes right here. I'm going to dip into the shade B, and we're going to start kind of bringing that into the mix. I'm just kind of packing a lighter yellow over that just to kind of give it more of a blend. Start giving ourselves like a new lid to work with. I'm going to take this really pretty metallic green. I'm actually going to use my finger. It's such a unique green because it has like almost like an orange shimmer to it. Now we're going to take some liner and give ourselves a really fierce wing. Now I'm just kind of adding a little green moment to this and kind of extending it along the base of the liner. Like this wing. Hello, just something a little simple. Amy Winehouse is shaking. Now he has a lot of crystals on the look, so we're about to get stoned, and not in that way. So now I'm gonna do some little lime green jimmies. Now I just added some glow, and we're gonna switch to this side. I'm gonna take some Shape Tape on this eye. We're gonna do a really pretty soft eye on this side, you know, like real natural girl. And then I'm gonna take a really bright shimmery shadow from the James palette and pop that all over the lid. And I'm gonna take some Maybelline Urban Cover. Now on the more natural side, we're gonna take some Shapey Tapey, and on this side we're gonna use some white. You know, we really want to serve that drama. Now I'm gonna kind of contour. We're gonna do the nose contour the same just because I don't want to look absolutely crazy, even though, I mean, look at me right now. But so on the more natural side, I'm gonna bronze up, and we're gonna really warm the skin up with this. I mean, like, we can be natural and still like snatched, you know? And I'm gonna take my little ABH Peachy Love Trio, and I'm really going in heavy on this bright orange shade. And then we're just gonna use a very light touch of it on this side of the face. On the fresh side, I'm gonna take L'Oreal and Daring Blush. I'm gonna take the L'Oreal lip paint in Orange Envy and popped on these huge stacked lashes on the top and some pieces on the bottom. And I'm just kind of cleaning up that line. This is really like what I think I'm gonna leave the house looking like versus like what actually happens. And then I'm gonna take the shade called Comet, go in on top of that just for more of like an alien shift. So now I'm gonna fix my hair for some pictures, and I will be right back. So this is the final look. It's like you have this really crazy extra side. We've got the big curly hair going on, and then this side is very sleek and simple, very natural, and it's just kind of like a split personality vibe. You could even have like a split costume, which I think would be so cool. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, watching me be a little bit crazy, but what else is new here? And as always, if you like this video and you liked my little transformation, don't forget to leave me a little like, comment, and subscribe before you go. and I will see you on the next one.